to be? What's a cup of tea? What's mushy peas? What's the biggie thing? What's all this then? Welcome to What's All This Then? It's a podcast about the United Kingdom with new episodes every Monday and bonus episodes every Thursday. In the previous edition of What's All This Then Finest, Libby and I did another round of Two Birds Cinema Club, in which we talked about the 2004 rom-com classic Shaun of the Dead, which Libby had never seen before. So if you want to hear our definitive takes on that movie, as well as support this show and gain access to all of our previous bonus episodes and video episodes as well, then head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/What's All This Then. But today on the show, in our first ever episode of this podcast, we began with some affirmations.
You were going to do that.
And one of those affirmations was that Paul F. Tompkins would say yes to being on our podcast, which of course means that today's episode is irrefutable proof, scientific proof, in fact, that the secret is real, and if you ask the universe for something, it will provide. With that in mind, I figured I would start today's pod with some more affirmations, and I review if you want to chime in as we go. Feel free to repeat after me.
Oh.
This is going to be the best episode of What's All This Then ever.
This is going to be the last episode of What's All This Then?
I will not flub once during the recording of today's episode.
I will not flub once during the recording of today's episode.
Thank you, Libby.
Thank you, Charlotte.
People will not think that today's topic, the theatre, is too confusingly broad.
Don't know what that one means.
People will not comment. Actually, theatre is originally Greek, so kind of problematic for them to imply that it's actually British. At some point during the recording of this episode, the heavens above will open and the angel Gabriel will descend and bestow unto me one perfect vagina, with symmetrical flaps, a tasteful pink hue, and with the ideal tautness for his pleasure. Libby, you already have one of those, so you don't have to do it. Paul, do you want to repeat that one?
Oh, wow, thanks.
I will grow 1 inch taller. I will see 2 minutes into the future.
Okay, last one.
I will know that I am loved.
It's okay.
I will know that I am loved, but don't have to love in return.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's so nice.
Our guest today will have a nice time.
Yay! Yay!
It's already coming true.
Beautiful. I'm Charlotte McDonnell, and I'm joined as always by my wonderful co-host. It's Libby Watson. How you doing, Libby?
Hello, Charlotte. I feel great. I feel like, really with that sort of affirmation stuff, I now feel like I can do almost sort of anything, and no one can get mad at me because I thought about it first, and I did some sort of self-actualization stuff. Everything I'm doing now is valid, and so I could be kind of a huge bitch to everybody.
I think that is how it works. Yeah, I think that's right. If you ask the universe for something, you can just sort of be a big old. I think if you get it because you ask nicely, and that means you're sort of the
Take it
main
up with
one.
The universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
take it up with the
not
universe.
my problem, mate.
Just did think maybe because we are going to release this episode on video for free. Should I maybe have not said so early in the recording? Is that a thing that YouTube gets mad at?
We could have Pat bleep it out.
We
just
could,
for the YouTube video. With a funny British noise. Like a bloke going, "All right, steady on." Steady on is one of my favorites, actually, of British idioms. Yeah, it's so useful. All right, steady on, mate. It's so useful. We're really good at those just very, very slight bits of language that just do a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Steady on. Hey up.
Hey up. All right.
We invented saying,
Yes, we did.
No one can take that away from you.
That's right. Mhm. Just like we invented the theatre.
And tutting as well. Tutting says so much with while saying so little.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of is Burke. I always go back to Burke because America doesn't have a word like Burke to take the place of Burke, which is just slightly insulting, but not too insulting. And a little bit affectionate, but mostly still kind of rude. There's nothing like that here. I don't know what you would say.
Yeah, the ones that are coming to mind are not quite the same thing because they're a little bit more specific in their meaning.
Right.
Like you call somebody a dweeb, but that's not, it's not quite the same thing.
Yeah. Nothing you can say when someone drops their ice cream, for example. There's no American equivalent of saying, you muppet.
Muppet is great. I think if you're calling someone a dweeb, it's like that makes you seem worse, I think, for even bothering to like use the word dweeb to describe someone. And that doesn't happen when you say muppet.
It does sort of speak poorly to Paul's character, doesn't it?
Hey, the fuck? What is this show?
Well, we heard you're like really nice, so we're just going to be total cunts to you today, Paul.
Who the fuck told you that?
Not true.
Who keeps saying this?
For some reason, everyone you've ever interacted with keeps saying you're really, really nice. So I feel like it might be your problem.
There's a few people might disagree. I've collected a few people over the years might have a disagreement there.
And we'll list them. In a minute.
But first, let's list today's guest, shall we not? It's and it's quite. I mean, the description of Paul is quite a list. I have comedian, improviser, actor, writer, and podcaster. You may know him from his mountainous number of appearances on the show Comedy Bang Bang. But I, of course, know him best from his role as Prescott in There Will Be Blood. Please welcome to the show, Paul F. Tompkins.
Okay, I'll say it. We gain nothing by losing our heads.
Yeah!
The famous line that everyone loves.
You know, Paul, I do have to thank you because I saw There Will Be Blood in the theatre a few weeks ago because you posted about how it was going to be in the theaters, and I wouldn't have known otherwise because I don't follow Regal Cinemas on any social media platforms. And
you simply must. They're so funny and sassy.
I love when they're in AMC's replies, being like, "Not you making your popcorn bucket slightly smaller."
It's amazing to see on the big screen, right?
Oh my God. It blew me away, even with the now requisite audience members laughing at every single thing to show that they, I don't know what to show, that they get it.
They get it so
They super
much.
get it. They super get it.
I
They're
don't know
super
if-
getters.
They're super getters, yeah. I don't know if you've ever been to the Vista, but we have found that the Vista, which is, for people who don't know LA, owned by Quentin Tarantino, attracts the worst laughers of any audience I've been to. It's crazy. Like, the amount of Dr. Hibbert-esque inappropriate laughing during Vertigo.
Vertigo.
It's so funny.
Just stay home.
I mean, look, there's a couple of funny bits, and then there's a couple bits where people were laughing while he was like, spiraling, going mad, being low-key toxic. So that was weird.
And they were mad at the lady behind them saying, "This is kind of low-key toxic" during the screening.
Yeah, she's a little
It's a great description of Jimmy Store's character. It's low-key toxic.
Maybe high-key. Men
would rather take the replica of their dead girlfriend to the top of a clock tower than go to therapy.
Yes, they would. Would.
I went to the Vista for the first time recently and saw One Battle After Another. And I think I was lucky in seeing a new movie that the rest of the audience had also not seen. So there was not as much of that sort of knowing noise making that happens. They also presented the movie in VistaVision, which is something I'd sort of vaguely heard of but didn't know what it was. And then they explained what it was. And I realized that anytime a movie is presented in a certain way that people are excited about, I have no idea what difference it makes at all. So they said it looked good. I'm not, it didn't look bad. Mm-hmm. But when they say, okay, here's how VistaVision works. It goes sideways instead of up and down or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. You could just be lying. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Thank you for saying that, because I did hear about the VistaVision thing and briefly think, oh, am I missing out by not having bothered to line up with people to see it in VistaVision? And I was like, no, I can't even tell. When I'm playing Bloodborne and it's only in 30 frames per second, I'm not even sure I can tell that
okay, well, that's
compared to modern games. Yeah, I know.
That's hard to hear.
I know.
But...
I know. Maybe I'm just having too good a time, and I'm sure I would have been at one battle after another as well. Yeah, people in LA are sort of crazy, aren't they, Paul? And thank God, because it gives you stuff to talk about on podcasts.
So true.
Now,
while we're talking about craziness in LA, no, Charlotte, me. This is my
nice.
podcast style.
Libby, you told me it was nice. It's okay. No, go ahead. Yeah, it's a guest show. Just a big podcast man.
There's an Instagram account called Overheard LA. Many cities have these.
Yes.
You could not under pain of torture get me to admit that any of those things are real. None of those things were said.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
It's all horseshit.
It's completely fake. There was one. I lived in DC for 10 years, and there was one for DC as well. That I read a lot when I first moved to the city, and I was 22, and I was like, all right, I guess I need to know what kind of person I am by living in DC. And so I would read Overheard in DC, and as you said, it's all complete bullshit. It's all like, again, like, not me being a lobbyist on K Street and, selling out the American people or whatever, and then somebody else saying, I just wish I was at Pret, and it's like, okay, no one said that. Shut the fuck up. So that's nice, at least, that stuff's fake, and we don't have to confront what sort of people live around us.
Great way to look at it.
Yeah, thanks. But speaking of what sort of people live around us, Paul, we always like to ask our guests, do you like us? What do you think about Britain? Do you like us?
What do we think about Britain? I will say most of the time that I've spent in England is certainly in London, which I absolutely love. I've never had a bad time there. I always love it. There's always new stuff to see. It's such a huge, sprawling city. And it's really wonderful, especially after having gone there so many times over the years, to not just discover new things, but then just like turn a corner and stumble upon something that I remember from years ago, like a restaurant or a theater or something like that. I don't know. It's nice when you go to a place often enough that you do feel a certain connection to it. When you feel like you have a certain knowledge of it that's a special feeling. And, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I do think the best way of interacting with London is visiting frequently, or having lived there and then you left and then you're visiting. I'm basically just saying the visiting is the best thing to do, because when I did live in London and I lived there for like 10 years, because it's so big, I was kind of sequestered over in East London and did not go into main city that much to like do all of the cool things, and spent a lot of time just doing nothing and thinking I am not making the most of being here, But if you're just going to visit, then you're just like, I've got this much time, there's this stuff happening, I can actually sort of enjoy it, as opposed to just doing nothing, which is one of the way I lived my life when I was living there.
I think that's the opposite of LA, which is an easier city to live in than to visit.
I was going to say the exact same thing. And is the thing that makes me kind of psycho when people I know are coming to town. So I'm like, right, you're staying with me, and we're staying on the east side, and I'm going to curate our experience. So you're never going to go to these shitty parts. We're never going to touch the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm taking you to All Time, and then we're going to go for a hike, and then I'm just going to manicure your experience to be really, really nice, because LA is so nice, but it is also really, really big. and maybe the easiest big city to have a bad time in, I think. If you are going as a visitor, as you did, Charlotte.
I visited like 10 times and like hated it every time and was like, I'm never going to come and live here. And then I stayed with Libby for a little bit and was like, okay, yeah, no, I get it now. I got the Libtron LA experience, and I was like, okay, I'm in a walkable neighborhood. You know, I like the people that I'm with. I can conceptualize it a little bit more, what a life would look like actually there. And then I decided to move there, and then some crazy stuff started happening over there, and so I'm going to stay in Toronto for a little bit longer if that's okay. But I would like to live there at some point if they'll let me.
I'm counting down the long years until maybe we get American Charlotte. Well, Paul, you were just in the UK. Why don't you tell us what you liked when you were there, and also did you go to any of our supermarkets?
I did not. I will take the second part first. I did not go to any supermarkets this time out. No, that's not true. I did stop in the very last night. Stopped into a Tesco Express. I don't know if that counts.
That counts.
Oh, absolutely. But
I needed a little something sweet before bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so got myself a Cadbury milk and was very happy. But I love the supermarkets over there.
I know, right? Aren't they funny?
I really do. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
They're so... I think Tesco is probably my favorite because it's like a nicer version of an American supermarket. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a little more... There's something that feels a little more orderly and well lit about it in a certain way. I think because the shelves are not as high as in America, which blocks out some of the bright lighting sometimes.
No, you're absolutely right.
Now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it feels very manageable. It doesn't feel like you're walking into a warehouse. It's like this is a shop, this is a store. You can find the things easily.
Yeah.
Sainsbury's. I'm not a Sainsbury's guy. I'm sorry.
It's like I've been shot. Oh,
it's
no.
good. It's good.
God.
It's good. But I'm a man of the people.
Okay, well, you have deduced that. So I have to give you points for that. Sainsbury's is one notch posher than Tesco for sure. I think if you are mostly going to London, I think your experience of Tesco's is probably a little different than, because I grew up in a village and the nearest Tesco to me was one of the biggest in the country. And fucking massive. It was one of the first ones they put an upstairs in so that they could put, clothes and tellies and stuff like that in it.
Wow.
And that sucked. That one was bad. And I associate Tesco the strongest with that American supermarket feeling of oppression. But I think that may just have been the fact that the one in Banbury was oppressively lit and was quite literally next to an instant coffee factory that always smelled of rotten eggs. So it's not the happiest set of memories for me, I would say. But I think a Tesco Express on your way home from the tube, I did that multiple times when I was in London last, and exactly to do this, to grab a sweet bite and maybe a Diet Coke or something.
Yeah, not
And
tempted
it's
by
so
a meal deal,
so
perhaps,
nice.
when you were getting that dairy milk, not thinking, oh, this could be the snack portion
No
of
meal
a
deals?
larger meal, perhaps, no?
Not. Now you got me thinking a missed opportunity. I have
Next
to go
time.
back.
Yeah, next time we'll give you the rundown of the best meal deal combos. It's actually, I mean, we talked about it on our very first episode with Jesse Farrar, but the meal deal is so I don't know, important to the British mind, to the British character, to appreciate the cheapness of a meal deal and the wide availability, the kind of reliability, I would say, of getting the meal deal. People fucking love it. And it is, I should also say, shit. The food isn't good. The Tesco sandwiches is not good.
But it's a good deal.
there.
Sometimes, do you do you have that thing of sometimes you want a thing like that that's not that good? Do you know what I mean? That you get a taste for it that like, you know what would be great right now is some shitty fried chicken.
Yes, absolutely.
I would love that right now.
Me, every time I'm like, I want Pizza Hut specifically today. I do not, like, I have so much access to good pizza here in Toronto, but no, I want the shitty one today. It's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think fast food is like ground zero for this thing, particularly because there are many times I don't want a burger, I want McDonald's. I don't want pizza, I want Domino's. That's really it, I guess, is those two. I'm not really fucking with Taco Bell. But yeah, it's a strange impulse, but one that I think Britain serves quite well with our wide availability of unimpressive foods. So that's nice. Are there any of the British foods that you like?
Oh, I mean the obviously the best Indian food I've ever had, and will always make a point to have at least one Indian meal when I'm there. And I don't think I've ever had a bad one any place. I don't think I've ever been to the same place twice, and I don't think I've ever had a bad Indian meal in London.
Wow.
It's I mean, there's good Indian food to be had here, but it's just different. It's just somehow it's just it's I don't know. You really feel like afterwards you just keep talking about how good it was.
Yes.
You know? It's that kind of good. Yeah.
I got Indian food so much when I was living in London, and I think I must have told you about this at some point, Libby. Have I told you about my Indian dad?
No.
No. It was. I think I was ordering from a place called Indian Kitchen or something. It was very, very generic. And I guess sometimes I was ordering late enough that I think the guy who was like the owner would deliver to me on occasion. And it was.
I mean, that's an honor.
Yes. First off, that was really nice. I really felt like I was being taken care of in a way, which kind of sort of links into the whole thing. But he looked exactly like my dad, but just was Indian, and so every time, and he was so sweet as well. He seemed so happy to be giving me the food every single time. It was just that's one of the things I miss the most about not living in London anymore, is not having those interactions with my Indian dad. No, Indian food is a great one. Obviously, in the UK, we do have lots of terrible foods, and I would like to tell you about one of those today. If you think we're ready, Libby, do you think we're ready to do British Thought of the Week?
I think we're ready to do British Thought of the Week. Tea's quite nice. What happened to Noel Edmonds? EastEnders. Bloody raining again. How do they make Scotch eggs? Did they finish Brexit or what?
Today's British Thought of the Week. How far can you throw a knob? Before I explain what this is, Paul, any guesses as to what today's British Thought of the Week is? How far can I throw a knob?
I mean, there's no K at the front of that word, I'm assuming.
Well,
there's no K at the front of the knob? No, it is KNOB.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with hobnobs.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, he's mentioned hobnobs.
Hobnobs
Give him
mentioned.
A point, Charlotte.
Yes.
Yes, hobnobs
There should
mentioned.
be a bell. This is not a reference to the John Wayne Bobbitt affair. Because we have a definitive answer.
I wonder if we have any of those of our own called like Nigel Barry Plunkett or something, and the same thing happened to him. No, I'm gonna bet that it's not actually, Charlotte, about knobs, is it? In the sense of what a knob, but in the sense of something else.
In the sense of something else. I mean, I will say that there might be a knob involved of a different sort, but we are talking today about Dorset knobs In particular, we're talking about the knob throwing contest that takes place in the village of Catterstock in Dorset every year, where competitors attempt to throw a knob as far as they can.
Charlotte, please tell me what a knob is right now. I'm freaking out.
I will be showing you both an image now of a knob.
Oh, fuck off.
Again, this episode is going to be available for free on video if you want to see it. But for the audio only people, can you describe what you're looking at?
Oh, folks, you got to see this knob. It looks like a little bread roll.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty shite bread roll, I will say.
It doesn't look good, yeah.
Yeah, and it, again, could be that maybe this picture was taken out of Tesco's because it could be the lighting, but it is looking grey, and I'm gonna go on my Paul Hollywood shit here and be like, that's underproved. I think you've overworked it. It's rubbish. But I don't want to eat it.
Yeah,
you can see how it got the name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have the classic, this is the Wikipedia photo, which needs to sort of like display the food in sort of like, I don't know, the most objective way possible without dressing it up or really dressing it down. But I mean, it looks like a little bread roll and they are very small. It's just like an inch or two, I believe. But they are biscuits as well. This is the confusing thing is you look at it and you're like, that looks like a tiny bread roll, but this is a biscuit. It has been described as hard, dry, savory biscuit, which is very crumbly and has the consistency of very dry, stale bread. So that's what you're looking at here. Typically eaten with cheese, sometimes dipped in tea or cider, and taken with honey and cream.
All of those descriptors did not lead me to believe that anyone was eating these things. I assumed from that description these were made just to be thrown.
That has to be true today when we have a variety of wonderful biscuits and bread rolls available at corner shops and Tesco Expresses everywhere. But
we're not in plague times anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to eat this.
There's no rationing anymore, right? We're done with that.
Yeah.
I am now looking up at a recipe because I'm a bit of a baker myself, and I'm curious how they're getting away with calling it a biscuit. It does have yeast in it. This is basically a slightly enriched bread dough. It's flour, sugar, butter, yeast, water. That's fucking bread. That's bread, that is.
It is basically bread. I mean, I did watch some videos of people like taste testing them just because I was curious. And a lot of people were like surprised by the sweetness of them, which is of note, I suppose. But
I understand now. It's a British thing of not understanding that in America you can have sweet versions of anything, including sausages or indeed breads.
Like the Hawaiian bread.
The Hawaiian bread, a
Hawaiian
perfect
rolls,
example. Yeah. Oh, okay. So a British guy going to Ralph's for the first time, buying some King's Hawaiian rolls, and being like, "Well, these are fucking biscuits, aren't they? What's that? It's a biscuit, isn't it? It's sweet."
It does.
The knob looks like a King's Hawaiian roll that died.
It's like version 1 of the biscuit, right? It's like we're sort of like we've made bread, we've sort of left it in the oven for too long. Or maybe there's something here. And then I guess because they were like made originally in Dorset 150 years ago, apparently, they were just like, I guess this is our thing now. But sort of better to throw around rather than eat does feel sort of correct. So knowing that the biscuits have been around for quite a long time, honestly, 150 years in this like scale of the UK is not long enough.
Not long enough.
I was going to say, that's too recent to have made a thing this disappointing.
I truly
agree.
Yeah. Like I think the London Underground is like over 150 years old. So like this is not. It's way too recent.
They'd had sugar for a long time. You know, I think about 150 years ago, I think America was about 10 years from inventing the Oreo. So there's no excuse for this kind of shit.
Just someone who's never left Dorset and was just like, I've just invented the biscuits. This is amazing.
They'd heard about them in tales from travelers.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Based on these context clues, I will create such a thing.
So with that in mind, how long do you think people have been throwing knobs?
For 149 years?
Yeah, 149 years. I'm gonna copy Paul and say 149 years.
So Dorset knob throwing began in 2008. I have a picture here just from the Catastock Village website of some knob throwing in action. I will say I looked pretty hard for some videos of this, but the problem with the knob throwing is it is extremely boring because it truly is just people throwing these little bits of, stale bread as far as they can manage it. And I do have some information about the genesis of knob throwing. So this is from Alexandra Watts, who is the chair of Dorset knob throwing. The chair of the Dorset knob throwing contest said in 2019, I think someone literally just picked up a knob and thought, I'll see how far I can throw this. And then a few other people joined in, so we'd all go to the pub car park and throw knobs. So that's where it all began.
There we go. Yeah. One of our many cherished traditions that acts like it is way older than it is.
Okay, well, this is the thing I want to say about this one, because we have had lots of traditions that have come up. Lots of stupid British stuff that we cover on British Thought, right? That a lot of it does sort of claim to be older than it is, but I will say for the knob throwers, they're saying pretty clearly, hey, we just started doing this sort of like somewhat recently.
I see, right.
It feels like it should have been a thing we were doing a long time ago, but it is actually something that was invented this millennium, which doesn't feel great, but it's not like they're lying about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a thing that people did when there was literally nothing else to do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's a really good point. I don't think that like Doctor Who should have been on the telly at the same time as they were doing Dorset knob throwing. This
New
Grand
Doctor
Theft
Who.
Auto was on its sixth game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, we got Dorset knob throwing before we got GTA 6. Just a little something I came up with. Yeah, I don't like it. I will say. I often have a sort of gut reaction to these things that we talk about on the show, and this one I find sort of it's giving Wicker Man a little bit. Just because it's so localized and so incomprehensible to me that I sort of think it's something that they do charmingly before I am stuffed in a barrel and blown up. It feels like now that you say that, it feels like a sort of kids bop version of Wicker Man where they don't take it to that extreme. They do like lighter versions of all the rituals. Right. Yes. And then at the end, you're just like locked in a dark closet for 7 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That I completely concur actually. Cause I was kind of thinking of that, that bit of Midsommar where it's like still nice. And everyone is being nice to them and no one has been pushed off a cliff yet.
No one's going to eat the pubes.
I was kind of thinking that no one's eaten pubes. Yeah, exactly. Well, you could probably put some pubes in a knob if you wanted to.
Steady on, Libby.
Might just happen organically.
Actually, almost certainly at some point over the last 150 years has that happened. I do like, for people who are not watching the video, which, again, they're really stupid for not doing that because it's available for free on YouTube.
Gotta see these knobs.
These fucking knobs.
You gotta see these knobs. There's knobs all over the screen.
The picture itself is really evocative of a certain type of British afternoon to me. Again, having grown up in a village, I'm not saying that we were, obviously we weren't knob throwers. We didn't have anything like that as far as I know, but it's really the car park in the background, what looks like maybe a kebab van or something at the back there, the portable loos, and just not very many people standing around looking at a mid-air knob.
Well, I do think you might kind of like change your tune on it a little bit, Libby, as you find out all of the other knob-related activities that are happening. Because you might think it's just knob throwing, but it is. There's a little bit more to it than just that. Before I get into that, though, I did want to say that the reason that this came to our attention is because just this year we did get a new world record when it comes to knob throwing. Rob Dancy has achieved a distance of 32.05 meters, which is that's how far the knob was thrown. It includes rolling as well, and that beat the previous record of 31.9 meters. And this is important as well. The current record in the women's category is 26.45 meters because, of course, they have also divided knob throwing down gender lines, which is great. The way it obviously should be. Okay, I want to talk a little bit more.
Well, it'd be unfair otherwise, Charlotte.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, she couldn't throw it as far as the guy, so makes sense to me. So there are many other knob-based games that they play, and there are some pictures here just on the website. So we have Splat the Knob. That's an important one, where the knob is sort of sent through a funnel, and then you have to hit the knob with the bat. Fire the Knob is also involved here. They use like a kind of actually fancy looking slingshot to shoot the knob through some holes in sort of like a fake boat looking thing for some reason. We also have...
That does look fun.
It does. Having the big slingshot does look like fun to me personally.
Yeah.
We have Putt the Knob, which is like, it's a golf one. We have a knob and spoon race as well. That's pretty self-explanatory. We have knob painting. Knob darts is also one of these two.
No.
The way that knob darts is they have a floor dart board here, I guess. That they have to throw the knobs onto is the way that it works. And then we also have guess the weight of the massive knob. That's one of my favorites. But I think the best one that they have is pin the knob on the giant. And I did say we were going to talk about more than one type of knob here.
I understand.
Right?
That.
Because we have so this particular game, they have to pin the knob. They get blindfolded and have to pin a knob on this giant, which is based on the Cern Abbas giant in Dorset, who is also
5'7".
Oh,
wow! Look at that guy.
Wow, They really were doing that, huh? How old is this?
I don't know. This seems pretty old to me. You're the history one.
Again, what if this one was also from like 2002? That would be.
It looks like
crazy.
Well maintained, right? I feel like they're still.
Yeah.
So it's like a line drawing that is enormous of a giant, sort of like on the side of like a field, like hill. And he's naked, and you can see his knob. And by the looks of things,
he couldn't be happier to be there.
Yes, having a great time.
I mean, it's kind of giving us the thumbs up.
It is a little bit.
I'm having a great time. Yeah.
Look at that 6-pack.
I know, right? Yeah. I mean, this
giant is shredded.
He's very. Kind of want to know what his deal is. I'm looking it up, and it says that the earliest records date to the late 17th century, but other like hill drawings like this are, for example, the Uffington White Horse, which I believe is in Oxfordshire, is 3,000 years old. So somewhere between 3,000 years old and like 400 years old.
Gotcha.
So, something like that.
Something like that. There is one other thing. So they used to have a knob eating contest, but it has been scrapped. And then I have another quote from organizing committee member Ian Gregory. "We are not doing knob eating this year. We don't want people choking on a knob." So there's that, which I thought was good.
This is really speaking to... we're getting a real whirlwind tour of like aspects of the British mind this episode, because this thing of making this essentially the same dick joke over and over and over again, like having a whole day essentially dedicated to it. We can't get enough. So many of our comedies, panel shows, things that we find funny are essentially this. Is double entendre is like our favorite thing on the planet. I think. I don't know if you've encountered this at all, Paul.
I have indeed. I watch a fair amount of UK panel shows and things like that, and it comes up a lot, and from people you would not necessarily expect to join in, and it's actually made me more relaxed about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Almost maybe too relaxed, and I worry that I'm being brainwashed.
BBC brainwashing, that's what that is. No, I catch myself doing it like in sort of, like streaming or podcasting or whatever contexts with other Americans doing a bit of the old A-up, because it is funny in a limited quantity. But I think when you are making everyone in the village go and do Knob Day, does that not get a little old by the end of the day when you're saying knob eating the 50th time, you're not thinking, God, I just want to go home and watch The Simpsons,
Yeah.
I think I am of the villager mindset here, because in researching for this particular British thought, every time I said knob to myself, I went, ha ha ha. I was like, it's funny. It's good. I have another image here. They call themselves the Knob Crew, the volunteers who work at the organization. I got a high-vis jacket here that says Knob Crew on the back. Kind of want it, gotta be honest.
That would be such a great item to have outside of this place.
Yes.
Totally.
If you were just walking around anywhere else with a high-vis jacket that says Knob Crew.
I do actually love when you see someone with like a hyper-specific t-shirt or something that is like a reference that is just in their friend group for someone's bachelorette party or something. And you're just like, okay. I mean, I guess sometimes you leave the house wearing a shirt that does. I mean, when I leave the house wearing my Go Off Kings shirt, for example, I don't expect anyone to be like, oh right, the Go Off Kings. Yeah, there's the little guy. I get it. I don't want that at all. In fact, but in this
Did
case,
you hear that, listeners?
No.
Stop doing it.
I just hate when people come up to me on the street and they're like, Libby, I recognize you from your 400,000 most popular Twitch stream. I think I would probably go out in the Knob Crew jacket.
Yeah, I like the Knob Crew jacket, personally. I did, like I said, I had a hard time sort of finding videos for this. But I did have one video that I wanted to show you because a lot of the knob throwing is quite boring. But this one I shouldn't have had the safe for work filter on. I might have had slightly more fun googling all of this stuff. But I did find this video here that interested me. So this is a video because there's actually not many videos on Dorset knob throwing. And I did find this guy who is going to demonstrate the proper technique for how to split a Dorset knob. Do you want to describe what you're seeing here real quick?
Well, it's a guy with a hookah pipe in his mouth, and he seems to be mid-draw, and he's concentrating very hard on what is in front of him on the table. And I can't at this moment see the knob, but I imagine we're going to see it very soon.
We will see it very
also,
soon.
if I may add, looks like some pretty decent wicker furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's outside.
I think, it looks like one of those sets you get at Costco. Hey, Costco, a great company, and they make wonderful products. So no shade there.
I think it's difficult to tell because of the light, but he is also wearing a fez on his head too. So that's another feature of the video.
Okay.
But let's have a look.
Okay.
Hi guys, it's me again. Got the fez tonight. Oh, Tommy Cooper. Just like that.
Oh my
Tonight
God.
I'm going to show you how to split a knob.
Okay, picking up the knob.
Get yourself one knob. Dorset knob.
Oh, they're tiny.
Moors.
They are small,
Made in
yeah.
Morecambe Lake, Dorset. Get yourself a knob cutting knife. It's Jamie Oliver one there.
Okay.
Hold the knob tightly in the left hand.
Tightly?
Firm grip.
Doily.
Insert, find this flat side. Get the knife. Poke it in to the knob. Slowly like that. Halfway in. And just twist it. It's in the wrist action. Watch the wrist action.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was not expecting that at all.
again, for the listeners, what happens is he shoves his knife in, he twists it. He does successfully split the knob. Half of the knob just goes on the floor. he starts to say, and then the video just sort of cuts off. Clearly, whoever was filming it was just like, we have fucked this up. And then he was like, no, it's fine, we'll upload it. But there you go. And now you know how to twist a Dorset knob.
Now I know how to twist a knob. It's sort of like the fork split technique for the English muffin, which people feel very strongly about here, and I had never encountered growing up because we don't really eat that much English muffins. I would say, Charlotte, it's an American thing, right? The English muffin, which is funny because it's not called an American muffin.
Is the English muffin American?
No, I'm not saying it's American. I'm just saying like Americans talk about and eat and think about English muffins way more than English people do, despite the name.
I think that, we have crumpets. We're going to be thinking about
Libby,
those.
hold on. 1 second. Way more?
She's got the data pool. You just have to trust her on this.
I would say at most slightly more. It's not a dominant topic of conversation.
You guys won't shut the fuck up
circles.
about English muffins. And I'm like, okay, we get it. You can split them with a fork. They're nice at McDonald's. Blah, 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 blah. We've all moved on in the UK. We've moved on to knobs and biscuits and all other kinds of stuff. Yes, you are right. I was not educated on the technique of using a fork to gently pry apart the halves of a, for example, Thomas's English muffin in the United States to preserve the nooks and crannies, and I was cutting them in half like an idiot.
Same.
I pull them apart with my fingies.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, do you know why? I realize this because even though it doesn't apply, I remember when I was a kid cutting a dinner roll, and my mother said, you should never use a knife to open fresh bread. You should always pull it apart with your fingers.
Wow.
And I
Smart.
never questioned it until now.
Yeah. No, I think
it's right.
I think your mum was right.
It feels right. It definitely feels right. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that makes sense because you're interrupting the crumb structure if you cut them in half. It's the same principle with the.
I'm a gentleman.
Thank you, and it's nice to respect bread. Respect the bread, okay?
Absolutely.
Women hosting their podcast
Charlotte-
now, I'll happily interrupt that, but bread.
No, come on. I want to quickly put up the image that we use for deciding where so this is our British Thought of the Week matrix.
I forgot about the shin kicking thing.
Fuck the shin kicking. I hate this.
We've
shit.
never even
horrible.
covered shin kicking, thinking about it. It's just
No,
on
we'll
the
do that.
graph
We'll do
because
that
it's
soon.
helpful. Yeah.
It is. It is very helpful.
Wonderful on the left,
I'm gonna
stupid
say-
bullshit on the right, harmless at the bottom, and harmful at the top. Where do you want to place it, Libby?
I'm going to say this is all the way to the bottom of harmless. Could not imagine a knob throwing injury if I tried. But also probably all the way to the right of stupid bullshit. It does nothing for me.
I think it's definitely stupid bullshit. And I think that is part of the fun of it for the people participating in the knob related activities. I feel like I have to preempt people who are going to be like, well, it's food wastage, you know? So I'm like,
oh yeah,
it's obviously not going to cause any physical harm to anybody unless you're maybe eating your knobs too quick, but they did get rid of that with the eating contest. So it's like it's mostly harmless for sure. But like they make the knobs special for the event, so the food wastage stuff I don't really care too much about. I feel like it's probably fine. But that's why you give me that look, Libby?
No, I'm thinking about the food waste people. It's just a complete misapprehension of the actual causes of hunger and food waste in our society are. I'm not. It's not even occurring to me, and also it's barely food in this case. What they have made is basically not food. It's some shite. So I feel pretty good about my rating. Yeah.
Paul, do you feel good about that? Stupid bullshit, mostly harmless.
It is stupid bullshit. I am going to say it's harmful. Not as harmful as shin kicking, obviously, which is all about harm. But I think the damage it does to us as a society to know about it is irreparable. I don't want this in my brain. It caused a man
why do I feel
to
like
make a
you're
Tommy
ranking
Cooper
the
reference
podcast
in
itself
2025.
Oh, I'm actually so impressed that you know about Tommy Cooper, because I barely know about Tommy Cooper.
I really know about him as a reference. Like I've seen pictures of him, and I maybe a few moving images. But he's a guy, when you see him, you're like, I think I know what this guy's whole deal is.
Yeah. I think that's true. Pat, do me a favor and just put an image in the video episode here, so people know. I'm looking at him right now, and he's he's horrible, isn't he? So yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and I am sorry for bringing it to your attention, and I'm sorry because this is one that I brought to the podcast because my brother-in-law mentioned this to me when I was explaining what we do on the podcast. I was saying, well, we talk about these stupid hyper-regional games and stuff, and he's like, do you know about Dorset knob throwing? So thanks, Dan. This one was great, and you've hurt poor F. Tompkins' feelings with this, so think about that, Dan.
Yeah,
think
Dan.
about it hard.
Oh, and if you want to be just like Dan and disappoint future guests, you can have an idea for a British thought of the week, and you can send that to whatsallthispost@gmail.com. Thank you. Should we do our main topic?
Please.
It's time to do our main topic, which is the theatre, which, Paul, this was your idea. So tell us what you were envisioning when you said, let's talk about the theatre.
Whenever I am in London, I do try to see a show. I love theater, and the tradition in English theater is, it's so storied and so it's still so important, and that people are still the people who are getting into films and TV, they still come from the theater over there by and large, which they kind of don't so much in America, you know? And I do think it makes a big difference. I think it really informs performances. I think it performs the approaches to making a project, whatever it is. I think the things that you learn from being on the stage, from being involved in that world, because when you're on the stage, also it's a longer process where you are around everybody for longer, if that makes sense. You're not going in certain days and not other days. Like everybody's there all at the same time. Yeah. And I think that informs things. Like I worked on a TV show over there, and after the day was done, everybody went out to the pub together. It was you were the cast, the crew, everybody was hanging out as one group, and it's so different from the way things are done here. Also, the going to a theater there, the history of it is incredible, like how old these places are. Yes. And I love how rickety some of them are. And all of them have the tiniest bathrooms and just one apiece, and that's what you get. It's really, I really love it, but I love how much of a thing that it still is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The coldness of a small British bathroom is something that ought to be studied by refrigeration scientists, because
it's remarkable.
It is. How does it get so cold? How does the wood get cold? It's insane. It's
in the same building that you're in already.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all haunted, I suppose.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Well, I guess that what you're saying makes a lot of sense to me, Paul. But then I also do think about it. Like my interaction with the people who are coming from, like British people coming from theater who've been in like movies and stuff. It does. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me not to hear them and be like, real acting is in the theater. and not be like, okay, cool. So you're annoying, is what you are.
Yeah.
Which is not to say I don't think it's true, because it does like, okay, I guess a lot of my way into talking about theatre today is being a theatre kid and realizing that I actually I've maybe been in more plays than I have seen, which is kind of weird.
Wow.
Because I was like, oh yeah, we got to talk about going to the theatre. I was like, do I have those stories? No, I don't. I have stories of doing youth theatre a ton as a kid.
Yeah.
But there is something special, I think, and this is such a straightforward, just a, like, theatre kid thing to say. You just kind of start feeling like a little family when you're doing that many shows together. And I do like the idea that sort of like sensibility would also carry forward into like British TV too. Now I will say I have not spent too much time on British TV sets. I did spend some time on the set of Doctor Who, doing some like behind the scenes videos way back when. That was one of the most depressing sets I have ever been on, for sure. And it feels like the sort of family atmosphere maybe was not carried through to that, particular production, unfortunately. Just a lot of just really depressed looking producers and the actors seem to be having a good time. At least that's what they presented to me when I was there. They seem lovely,
Sure.
but maybe not a universal thing. So I guess I'm happy that your experience reflected sort of like the more positive variety of that.
Hey, great that you had a good time, Paul. But some
Yes.
producer in Cardiff in 2008 was fucking ready to end it all.
I think that the more money gets involved, the more pressure there is, and then you have more misery. But our show was shitty, and we had a great time together.
I mean, if that isn't the whole ethos of our little group of Twitch streamers that we call the Goo Crew, then I don't know what is. We love making stuff that sucks that we really like. So I think that's lovely. You mentioned the history of English theatre, and I, knowing nothing about theatre, never being a theatre kid, feeling absolutely terrified at the thought of even acting for 20 minutes in drama class, let alone choosing to be in a play. I grew up going to a fair amount of Shakespeare because my parents were like that. They love Shakespeare. We lived like half an hour from Stratford, so we would go and see quite a lot of Shakespeare. Paul, are you a Shakespeare head?
You know what? I'm not, but I would not mind being one. And we subscribe to National Theatre at Home. And so every once in a while, it's nice to have that option of like, I'm going to watch a play on TV.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't, but the Shakespeare I have to watch by myself because my wife went to drama school and she's had all the Shakespeare she ever needs.
Right.
Anytime I suggested, she's like, I can't.
Yeah.
Because there's great productions that are on there with incredible actors. And I never think about it when I have the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I had an afternoon where I had nothing to do, would be a great time. But then I think about other things that I'd like to do. I forget about, Ray Fiennes as Macbeth or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I think you do sort of need to be dragged by your slightly posh parents when you were a kid, basically, to get that taste for it at all. I'm not. It's I'm stupid as fuck. So it's not like something I choose to put on a lot either. I did enjoy the Coen Brothers Macbeth. I thought that was really good, or Coen Brother Macbeth, I guess. Like that. I do think my way into actually really wanting to go to Shakespeare a couple times when I was older was, unfortunately, when it had famous actors in it. For example, my one true love, David Tennant, I saw him do Hamlet when I was like 17 or something, and then I saw him do Richard II when I was in my early 20s or something. And then Benedict Cumberbatch again as Hamlet. And it fucking rocks. It's so cool when and again, I think when they have the high profile actors, those productions do get like more expensive and the like glitzy and stuff, and they were fucking great. It's great, great time. You read the Wikipedia page so you know what's going on.
Right.
Have a blast.
Similar to you, Libby, the only Shakespeare I've seen did have David Tennant in it as well. It would seemed much ado about nothing. It was David Tennant and Catherine Tate, and I was like, yeah, no, this is. It's good. It's good that they were doing that, and lots of people who love Doctor Who went to go see some Shakespeare. And I do remember thinking, man, I really did not understand this shit at all when I was in school, like trying to read it. And it feels so good to watch a performance of it because you're like, okay, yeah, this is clearly the way you're meant to consume this, with actors sort of making you understand what is going on, even if you don't necessarily understand the story just based on the words on the script,
Yeah. When you read it and it just looks like some weird poem, you're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Is he mad at him? What's happening? But when you see people actually acting it out, something kind of takes over, and you have a vibe you have a sense of the story of what's going on. But it's funny because when I see something like Station 11, right? When there's like a post-apocalyptic thing where people are performing Shakespeare into the future, and or Star Trek or something, and like, that's not going to happen. Like Station 11, they be going around doing Real Housewives scripts. They're not going to be doing Shakespeare. But then you realize Shakespeare's still around now. So it's like, you know what? You guys are right. I gotta admit.
Oh, it's so old, dude. It's crazy how old it is. But then
it's older than a knob throw.
It's so much older than a knob throw. It's actually embarrassing for the knobs in this situation, I think. But I mean, look, I'll always say for people who didn't grow up going to Shakespeare, give it a go. Watch one of the ones that's on telly. You got Hamlet. You got Kenneth Branagh Hamlet or whatever. I think the BBC did some productions of what's that fucking. The ones called the histories, with Henry. Henrys and Richards. They did them a few years ago that I know my mum was crazy about. It was meant to be really good. And it's got Ben Whishaw.
The Hollow Crown?
The Hollow Crown. Thank you so much. Yes, she was crazy about the Hollow Crown because it had Ben Whishaw being wonderful. And chuck it on. Maybe if you don't like it, that's fine.
Speaking of Ben Whishaw and on the theater tip, while we were there, we just narrowly missed previews for the Paddington musical.
Oh, no.
And when I got home and I saw this Instagram reel of the Paddington puppet, I almost cried when I saw this thing walking around. It's so precious and so adorable. I have to. I want to see it so bad.
It's what's funny is that our former guest Slow Puke, aka Caitlin, sent that reel to me and was like, "Have you seen this? This is so nice." And I was like, "Man, I feel like a fucking serial killer because I've got nothing. I've got nothing going on here. Maybe I need to try it again, make sure I can hear what he's saying properly."
I saw it too. I thought the bear was a little creepy, but then I kind of have to imagine that because it's like because the camera's all close up, it's like you've got to be in the audience for that to experience the magic of Paddington. But
yeah,
I hope you two are not down on Grogu because I'd have to sign off right now.
No, as you will know if you see my car driving around Los Angeles, very very into Grogu I am. I've got all the Grogus lined up in the back window. I've got Grogu bumper stickers. I've got Grogu ears on the top of the car. No, Grogu is like an actual marvel of animation. I was talking to someone who works in animation about how they managed to find that middle point between what it's like looking at a baby and what it's like looking at a puppy. And I'm like, oh, that's right. That's what Grogu is. It's a baby puppy. Really, really smart. And I will say, I watched Paddington 1 and 2. Those is good. I like them.
Those is good.
Those is real good.
That's
so
good. That is.
I think if you put me in the audience of the Paddington musical, I could find my way to having a nice cry. I think.
I think so.
Did you go to the Globe,
Charlotte?
Have you ever been to the Globe while you've been in London?
I have been to the Globe. I have been to the Globe, and my wife got in trouble for taking a picture before the play started.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
You think you're safe?
We hate
the play's not on. It's not happening yet. The lights are still up. No, you're not safe.
That's so
Wow.
stupid.
She was
dude.
reprimanded by an official Globian for doing that.
But they're like, they didn't have cameras back then, so you know, you got to immerse
You're ruining
yourself.
the immersion. Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh God, British people are so like that. We love telling strangers that they're doing something wrong, or just thinking it and tutting. So I'm sorry that happened to her, but it's cool, right? It's fun to go to the Globe.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's the thing about it is when you're in those buildings and you cannot help but marvel at how at how you feel connected to the history and that you are part of a timeline that will go on after you as well. It's a really heady experience. Yeah. And we went to see a production of The Weir, which is an Irish play. It's one act and it's set in a pub, and it's people telling ghost stories over the course of an evening.
Love that.
And Brendan Gleeson was in it. This is his first time performing in the West End. And I mean, obviously the whole cast is great, but to see him, on stage and just being so natural and, it's everything you want it to be. And I had a profound experience where at one point he hugs another member of the cast, and I realized, I want that. I want Brendan Gleeson to hug me. Big polar bear. I want him to put his arm around me and give me a hug.
That's very true. And also the experience I had watching David Tennant play Hamlet. No, I'm just playing.
I want him to hold my skull.
I want Hamlet to run me over. No, I've been to the Globe once before as well. I saw King Lear there with someone not famous, some fuckhead. Don't remember even who he was. And it was
fuckhead doing Lear at the Globe Theater.
Some twat,
Some fuckhead.
Some loser.
Some
I'm
dweeb.
really sorry to that guy. Yeah, dweeb, exactly. Complete Burke. But no, that was great. I remember the seat being very hard because, I was 15 or something, and I was like, this fucking sucks. At the fucking cinema, they got proper chairs, but it was.
Well, I of course didn't even get a chair because my girlfriend at the time was like, we got to go to the cheapest one, and I was like, okay, I will experience we got to stand, because you get to be as close as possible, which is nice, but it is it's not particularly.
It's a
fun
long time to
just sort of
stand
up for 2.5 hours or whatever. But we went to see Dr. Faustus, and it was good. I'm right in saying that Globe Theatre is not like the original one as well, right?
Yes. It's a reconstruction built in the 90s, which I don't think I knew when I went. And I think maybe they shouldn't tell people. Just tell it's the old one,
I don't think I knew until just now. How do you
You were like, oh, it's so cool to be, feel like I'm part of the history of this whole thing. And, well, it's gone all this way back. It's like, no, maybe I shouldn't tell them.
I probably was told. I probably was told, and I did not process that information.
Right.
I think it counts. I'm going to say it counts because it's really close. It's only 750 feet away. And that's not that far, as from my understanding of how wide a foot is. That can't be that much.
Surely Shakespeare trod that patch of grass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was
on his way to the actual Globe Theatre.
He was around. I tell you what, I did learn one piece of history because I did for this episode Google British theatre and looked at the Wikipedia page for British theatre. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. I did it. Yes. One of Libby's excellent bits of research that she does for this show. Do you guys want to guess what the name of the first theatre in the UK was? Or know it? Maybe you want to know it and tell me the answer.
Oh, the old Pear and Cracker.
Fuck off. No, stop it. Pear and Cracker?
Yeah, the old Pear and Cracker.
I think that's one of ours. Oh,
Her
Cracker like the
Majesty's-
Christmas cracker, not like
yeah,
us.
it was made
it called
on Christmas.
Her
That's why I said cracker. I was just
Yeah.
trying to think of a second word.
Yeah.
Paul, any ideas?
Her Majesty's Knob House.
Yep. No, it was called The Theatre. Isn't that nice?
That's really
Isn't
good.
that nice?
That's really nice.
Never could have seen that coming.
I also would not have predicted that. It was in Shoreditch, and then it was dismantled, but they used the timbers when they were building the Globe. So I like that.
That is nice.
I like that too.
It stay around. I don't know if they got to use any of the original Globe. No, of course they didn't, because it was like fucking 300 years later. They're not finding a bit of globe in the ground and say, we'll just put this in the new globe, shall we? But no, I like that. That's really nice. I did enjoy reading about the ways that plays was different then. The playing company thing, the fact that they were called the Lord Chamberlain's Men or the King's Men or whatever, and the groups of actors were just called the Somebody's Men. That's crazy. What are they doing that for?
They did crazy stuff back then, I think, right?
Yeah.
Crazy names
and I guess
for
it
stuff.
was all men. Yeah.
Yes, it was all men.
I thought you were going to explain it.
No, it was just the men.
Just read an old thing and say that's crazy.
The fact that they were called this, that's wild.
Yeah. I guess you know what I was thinking about is in Hamlet, right? He's got his actors. I was like, that doesn't make it. I didn't know that the king would just, or like princes or whatever, would just be like, well, I've obviously got my actors who I have to entertain. It's like having a jester, but you've also just got your actors. And like, can you just put on a play for me or something? Can you just like do Mousetrap or something for me? I'm Hamlet and I'm asking for Mousetrap.
I mean, if you're a ruler of a country,
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Why not? Go crazy.
They were
with
doing
it.
worse things than having personal actors.
For sure. That's for sure true. I also enjoyed reading about mummers. You guys know about mummers?
I don't know about mummers.
There is a Philadelphia tradition of mummery.
Yes.
That I would imagine is not exactly the same thing, but must be related because it's so weird. The mummers in Philadelphia, there's a New Year's Day parade every year, and there's brigade after brigade of mummers. It's these guys. It's all men. I think it's still all men. There might be some women by now, but it's like one of those things. It's all men, but that they should admit women. But why would women want to do this? One of those kind of things.
Classic.
But it's these guys, and it's always like cops, firefighters. They dress up in these crazy spangled, beaded outfits, tons and tons of feathers, face paint, and they some of them play instruments, but not all of them. Some of them just like do a little strutting dance. And the idea is that it's just a colorful display of these, working class dudes dressed up like exotic birds, essentially. And there used to be, unfortunately, a minstrelly aspect to it that is no longer part of it. But it's in their hearts. And it's been going on for a really long time. It's still it's like televised on local TV. Yeah.
Huh, that's crazy. Yeah, I did pull up a picture here, Charlotte, of one of these Philadelphia mummers. And he's just having a great time, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's dressed like, I would say, the Joker, but not in the sense of Batman Joker, but in the sense of Joker in a deck of cards, but black and white.
This is like one of those.
The black part is not the face. Just
sorry. I would have mentioned that up front,
for the audio listeners.
Yeah.
This is
and that also.
Yeah. This is a gimmick boss in Dark Souls, I think. Like he kind of like looks like wearing like 4 jester outfits at once.
Yes.
This is Johnny Depp Endgame.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whereas compare, for example, to these mummers from Devon in 1994.
Okay.
This is much more Wicker Man, definitely.
Yes.
They are just sort of covered in bits of fabric. The masks are horrifying and look like they were made by children. These are also kind of maybe sort of scary, not boss from Elden Ring or Dark Souls, but like some little guys who you have to defeat in a castle or something. They run at you.
Like this is Deacons of the Deep, but they're having a fun little time. You haven't. Yeah, I don't think either of you played. Paul, have you played Dark Souls 3?
I have not.
Okay, well that one was just for Charlotte. Those crazy dudes. You gotta love them.
That's all right, and that's all. We should each get one just for us.
Yeah,
that's
podcast.
true. Yeah, thank you. I'll think of mine. Yeah. I'll do a really specific reference to something that happens in Banbury, and you guys won't understand, but you'll love it. Anyway, Mamas was before actors, as they just put on masks and did weird stuff, and it apparently
okay. I was trying to figure out why we were looking at that terrifying image of the people covered in like tissue paper. So that makes The Mamas before actors makes sense.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
I did feel like if we're talking about theatre, we're talking about British theatre. We should at least... I feel like this is our whole episode that we will have to do at some point, Libby. We should talk a little bit about panto, right? Paul, have you ever seen any panto while you've been in the UK?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm familiar with the concept. I have a friend who's doing one here, actually, around the Christmas season. So I get what it is. I've always thought of it as... it seems very sweet to me. Mm-hmm. Like it seems like a nice thing that, I think people, I get the impression that it could be viewed as, I think it's joked about a lot in English sitcoms as something an actor whose best years are behind them ends up doing.
Yes.
But yeah, it seems like a fun thing for the kids, for the whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't we love those activities? I think I inherited from my parents terror of things that most people find nice and fun. And panto was one of those things because it also involves a level of like audience participation, which I think my parents found sort of embarrassing. And so I never really got taken to pantos.
Right.
I was getting taken to Shakespeare in the Park and stuff and being so bored. And I think maybe it would have been nice if I got to go, oh no, he didn't, a few times.
He's behind you.
Yeah. Okay, why do I have to help you?
Yeah, I know.
This is your problem.
I know,
Don't drag me into this.
I'm just like a guy. I'm just here, like just deal with it. And you're doing this every day. You should have learned this by now. You're on run 6 of this. I
don't make me take sides.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it is
crossing
very British.
Your arms and looking very stern when they say you've got to clap to bring back Tinkerbell.
Okay, that actually, I think I don't, this is something where as a non-comedian, the idea of like losing an audience is something that terrifies me. If you lose the audience at a panto, that's got to feel really bad, right? If you can't get those people to clap.
Mm-hmm.
People pulling out their phones.
Oh no, coughing. That's got to be really bad. Well, Charlotte, should we just quickly rank the theatre before we move on to our game that I'm really excited about because I tried really hard on it.
Let's for sure rank the theatre. God, I went to so much panto. I realized because one of my godmother was in a lot of panto, so I have a lot of experiences with that. But we'll simply have to do a whole episode about it at some point in the future.
That's what I'm thinking.
But yeah, let's rank all of the theatre on our British supermarket themed tier list. Paul, being a Tesco fan, you might take umbrage at the way that this tier list is structured, but if you could just go with it, it would be much appreciated for the show. So S tier is Waitrose, A is Marks and Spencer, B is Sainsbury's, C is Tesco, D is Morrison's, E is Asda, and F is Iceland. So we have to decide where the theatre is going.
I know, poor little Iceland.
It's easy to forget about
Iceland.
Yeah.
I don't think you're stopping in at Iceland Express on the way home from the tube ever. Charlotte, do you want to start with this one because you know about the theatre?
Well, the thing is, I did a bunch of it, but I really barely watched any of it. Like, I went to go see, I don't know, I went to see the Book of Mormon, which, you know, was nice, but it doesn't really feel like it's in the same. If we're thinking about the theatre in the UK, I don't know, I was in productions. I was in a production of His Dark Materials. That was probably the wildest one that we did, because it was like,
wow,
because the play was so long, they had to split it up into 2 parts. So we would do like both parts in a day, and people would have to come back for the second part.
Wait,
so
how long were the parts?
I want to say like 2-3 hours long, maybe. It was a big production. It was kind of crazy for like a bunch of teenagers to be doing it.
Too much play.
But it was nice. I mean, I didn't even talk about the fact that I got into the National Youth Theatre. That was a big thing for me, because that's a thing that they have. I got into it because, well, I literally pissed myself before the audition. And
so
and
they
sort
felt
of
bad and let
and
you
they
in.
said,
And they
"Kid,
just-
you've got it."
What a bold choice for the character.
Yeah.
That's real honesty.
Yeah.
I had a big heart-to-heart with the guy I was running at, and I think he let me in because he felt bad. but still, still technically got in, so I can put that on the resume
That
or
counts.
whatever.
Yeah.
I want to put theatre at. I want to put it at Marks and Spencer. I think.
Wow.
I do think the theatre is really good. I think it is very hard to encourage me to. I mean, it's, you know, it's expensive. It's hard enough to get me to go to the cinema. A lot of the time, if I'm going out for entertainment purposes, I'm going to the cinema. It's difficult to get me to do the theatre experience. I am actually thinking about the fact that I would like to watch more just on my telly, though, now, Paul, that you brought that up. Because I do remember going to see... I went to the movies to see like a recording of Fleabag, like the stage show, and I had a great time doing that.
Wow.
So I should do more of that. I think the theatre is good, and I think that's where I
nice.
want to leave it. Libby, do you know where you're going to put the theatre?
Yeah, I mean, this is tough for me because I liked going to my Shakespeare, even when I didn't entirely understand it. I haven't seen a lot of non-Shakespeare theatre either in the UK or indeed in the US. I remember going to like a Dr. Dolittle when I was a kid, and I thought that was pretty cool. I think I can't put it any lower than Sainsbury's because of Shakespeare, because this is a podcast about Britain, and that's one of our things that we've got.
Yes.
You know, we do have Shakespeare. You gotta give it up for Shakespeare. It's pretty fucking good.
Shout out.
Shout out Shakespeare. You're doing great, love. I'm gonna say Sainsbury's because I do not really have much experience of non-Shakespeare theatre, you know, West End shows and all that stuff. But I bet I'd like it if I did. And I love my Hamlet. I love Benedict Cumberbatch Hamlet. What a great what a great opportunity that is. So yeah, I'll put it in Sainsbury's. What about you, Paul?
I'm gonna go Marks and Sparks with this one. I think the only reason it's not Waitrose is, as Charlotte mentioned, the expense. It is so expensive, and it's the thing that bums me out about theater, because it should be more accessible to everyone, and especially like theater students who, like, in the West End is cheaper than Broadway, and it's still extremely expensive, and it should be accessible, especially to the people who want to keep it alive, who want to keep doing it.
Totally.
Because when you're starting out in a thing, and you really, a thing that you believe in, that you want to make your life, all you want to do is devour it. You want to experience as much of it as you possibly can. And the fact that, you know, young kids have to kind of figure out tricks in order to go see theater, it's sad to me. And I think because it is such a magical experience, because it is such a an ancient and beautiful method of storytelling, it should be more accessible to people. But the fact that it still exists at all is a really tremendous thing. And I really do feel that nobody does it like the English theater. I really do think that it's the best theater that you can see. The only thing preventing it from being Waitrose is that it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah. Oh, Paul, that's so moving. You got my ass wanted to go see that little fucking Paddington guy now. And
I hope I have not been too sincere on this podcast. I don't know.
It's crazy embarrassing how sincere you've been. And we're just then. Imagine having true feelings about the thing that we brought you here to talk about.
Exactly.
Can we talk more about Tesco or some shit, Libby?
Yes, we actually can talk more about Tesco because, Paul, I didn't have an on-topic game, so I thought we'd do my favorite game, which is we're going to look at some reviews from the Tesco's website, and you guys are going to guess what the product that they were reviewing was. It's called Tesco Review Game.
I'm so happy this one is back. All right. Tesco Review Game. Here we go.
Tesco Review Game. It's
and
Tesco
everyone will be able to see it
Review
as
Game.
well, because it's a free video episode, and you can see the wonderful work Libby has done in Canva to display
the title.
The reviews.
The title, I know.
Okay.
So this is a one-star review. Okay, but we had a sore throat, and they did misspell sore as a bird rather than an achy thing. Me and my wife ate it 4 days back, 2-pack each. Just after eating it, we both had some sore throat. Next day morning, we both wake up with blocked nose. Although this is not the first time we bought it, but I think there was something wrong with that big packet.
Something wrong with that.
Charlotte, you want to start?
Oh, 4 days back, 2-pack each. I'm trying to think of what you could possibly eat that you think is going to give you a sore throat. You know? Give you a blocked nose. Because I can't... It feels like it has to be something that is like maybe going to go off that you think it's given you a cold, you know? So... But then it's 2-pack each. I really don't know. Maybe it was some bad crisps. I'm thinking bad crisps here. Like jumbo size Walkers of some sort. Paul?
I feel like there must be some nuts in this.
Oh.
And I feel like these people are having some allergic reaction and they're not bothering to investigate that.
Right.
They're going straight to the Tesco
They're
website.
saying, we must gotten we got a bad packet.
Mm-hmm.
On, I should say, Boxing Day. Also, this review was posted the day after Christmas.
Boxing Day. Oh my god.
So it ruined Christmas too.
Ruined
I'm
Christmas.
going to say it's some kind of a bag of mixed nuts.
All right. I cannot believe that Charlotte has fucking nailed it.
Wow,
I was not expecting
I got it.
either of you to get even close on this one. It's a multi-pack of ready salted crisps.
Oh man, I went finding out it was Christmas time. I actually wanted to like change it the last minute to like biscuits or something, but
No.
but here we are. Wow.
The crisps that give you COVID, they're calling them.
Yes.
All right, next one. Soapy plastic taste, another 1-star review. Horrible bitter taste, plastic cheese. I'm well known for eating what's put in front of me, but I've really struggled with this. Blank was perfect, but the sauce was vile. Brought back horrible memories when me mother used to wash me mouth out with soap and water for swearing. Sorry that happened to you, this guy. Paul, do you have a guess for what this might be? And again, I'll give whoever is close. I was not expecting Charlotte to nail the first one, but whoever is closest gets the point.
I've really struggled with this. Sauce was vile, probably. Plastic cheese. So
Plastic cheese.
Cheese involved, and there's a sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of frozen pizza.
Oh, okay. Charlotte?
Okay. I almost feel like I have to forfeit this one because I think I've when looking on the Tesco website a long time ago for bad reviews, I think I have read this one before. But let's see if I'm actually right.
I thought you were going to say you wrote this.
Yeah. Because I remember there being a pizza that Tesco was selling. I want to say it was chicken with like a barbecue sauce, a frozen pizza. That for some reason everyone on the reviews was talking about how the sauce was like, tasted like soap or like bleach or something. So
Now,
I don't. It's up to
this
you,
is
Libby,
funny.
what you want to do here.
This is funny, Charlotte, because what you have forgotten is that you read that review on this show
Cool.
when we did Tesco Review Game before with Demi. And it was a barbecue chicken pizza that tasted like bleach, is what you're thinking of.
Okay.
It's not that, but
It's
I'm
not
going
that.
I'm going to give Paul the point for being nice.
Being nice.
It's Tesco Finest 3 cheese and chive cauliflower cheese.
Wow.
Cauliflower cheese, not something that exists in the US, I believe. It's just cauliflower in a cheese sauce, basically. Way to get children to eat vegetables.
And me.
And you, look, honestly, it sounds good. I might buy this if I saw it. 3 cheeses and a parsley crumb.
Wow.
There were a few reviews complaining about the inclusion of chives, saying that it's genuinely saying you don't need to add all these other flavors to cauliflower cheese.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Well,
Don't-
I guess if it's just on the website.
Don't put that
don't
where
tell-
the Americans can see it.
Exactly.
You know?
I just want the flavors of cheese and white.
Oh, yes, really, really bad. Okay. This is my favorite one. Sorry.
Oh, that title.
Finest, hard more like. Been buying these for a while, as used to be better than the popular brand, but recently the quality has been poor, still hard when cooked. Won't be getting them again. I was saying finest, hard more like to Lewis all night last night. I could not stop saying finest, hard more like. Charlotte, would you like to guess what is finest, hard more like?
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that it is a own brand Tesco product, right? Better than the popular brand. So like that much I feel good about. Something you got to cook, still hard when cooked. For whatever reason, my gut is saying that these are frozen Yorkshire puddings.
Okay.
They go in hard. Should come out with a nice little bit of give to them, a little bit of doughiness, but they're still coming out hard, much like a knob.
Like a Dorset
So
knob,
that's
absolutely,
sort of
yes.
where my head is at.
All right, Paul.
Hard as a Dorset knob.
Yay! Did the accent? Yay!
By the way, still 3 stars.
Still 3
Yeah.
stars. That's actually, you know what? I kind of respect them for it. For their judiciousness.
I won't be buying these again, but they're probably fine for you. Do you guys have that sort of Pillsbury like tube of cookie dough type of thing?
Oh, I don't think we do really.
Okay.
I mean, maybe now because we've got so many American products now, but
Yeah.
I don't remember that ever being a thing.
Yeah, because it does feel like it's some kind of easy cook, ready-made sort of thing that you can just
Yeah,
pop in the oven and heat up essentially.
yeah.
Still hard when cooked.
What could it be if not a cookie?
What could it be?
Could it be if not a cookie? My
Scotch
name is
egg.
Libby. Oh, Scotch egg. Horrid. I'm going to give the point to Charlotte because it is a frozen product. It is
Okay.
Oh,
Tesco Finest British Petit Pois, also
Petit
known
pois.
as small peas. And there were several reviews saying these peas are not petty enough. They are too big. This is just peas.
how big is the biggest pea?
Uh,
How small do you need them to
I
be?
have no fucking idea what they were on about. They look also like normal peas to me. I don't know.
Truly.
Whatever though.
Okay.
All right. Like trying to shred rubber. I bought this just to have something easy for after work. Was so looking forward to it, cooked it. That, by the way, breaks my heart. What I read was so looking forward to it. I was like, God, I fucking feel for you so bad.
Yeah.
When you don't get a good dinner, that sucks.
After work.
After
like,
work.
I just wanna come home and
I
put
know.
this
Just
in the
wanted
oven and have
something
it
easy.
ready.
Came to shred it with 2 forks, and it feels like it's made of rubber. The fork won't even go into it. It's like chunks of rubber held together with thick elastic. Absolutely foul. I've just rung customer service, who were very good, but I cannot fathom how it is so bad. It's like a comedy prop for a film. Not a single shred has come off it. The forks just bounce off. Again, really going hard on the impenetrability of the product here. I've never left a review immediately after having something bad, but here we are. Never again. Yours, Hangry of Yorkshire.
Fionas, what news of Hangry of Yorkshire? Hangry of Yorkshire. The shred thing.
Yeah.
The shred thing, yeah. Paul, you want to start with this one?
Boy, oh boy. This is very mysterious.
What could you
Came
possibly...
to shred it with 2 forks. And
Came
it feels
to
like
shred it with 2 forks. It is a little Shakespearean, isn't it?
Yeah.
What could it be? Something you can't shred with 2 forks?
The 2 forks thing is throwing me off because
I have an idea.
I'm trying to figure out, is that a normal thing that you do? Or is this person having such difficulty that like, I got to get another fork involved?
Charlotte, you said you have an idea. Do you want to jump in?
Yeah.
I guess I think it's a meat. And I'm wondering if it's like I wonder if they're trying to shred some chicken or some pork. I don't know. Like they have a rump of pork. I don't really cook pork that much, but let's say a rump of pork that they were trying to be shredding with their forks. Angry.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say a sponge. And not the kind you eat. I'm going to say a kitchen sponge.
Something
Kitchen
easy
sponge,
after
yes.
work.
The Scotch Brite.
I was looking forward to eating that sponge.
Charlotte's nailed it. It is slow-cooked, smoky barbecue pulled pork.
Wow.
And I will say, it does look shredded and tender on the packet. So
Yeah.
I'm with them. On it. There were tons of reviews that said
and
the
they
same
had to
thing.
wait
I know,
35 minutes
Wow.
for it as well. Poor
I know,
thing.
and
35.
it's a long fucking time. I do want to also, I have a bonus review here of this particular product, which I just had to share. Awful, it was really bad, mirrored the other reviews, inedible, just a chip bun for our tea. They only had a chip bun for their tea because the pulled pork was too hard. This is so horrid.
Sainsbury, do a great one.
Sainsbury do a great one is really good. I like that a lot. All right, this is my favorite one of the whole lot. And this is in all caps. Some see potential.
Wow.
I see cost cutting. I've been eating this flavor for the last 40 to 50 years, and I can concur that the taste has changed, sadly not in the right direction. It tastes like the blank and the crinkles have lost at least 40% of the flavor. Even the less salt has its complaints. I don't know what that means. It would seem that with those blank was originally flavored with the blank flavored salt. Sadly, this is the way industry operates. The number one cancer that runs through the veins of industry. Cost cutting.
Good Lord.
I know. Really, just fucking fire and brimstone from this guy.
Is it a sort of like a frozen chip? French fry type
interesting.
chip?
Interesting, okay. Charlotte?
Ooh, it feels like I don't want to go back to crisps because I know that's already come up, but this is sort of reading to me like it's a McCoy's original crisp. The crinkles, maybe
The
instead of
crinkles,
the
yeah.
ridges, you know, and the flavored salt. Sort of it's all pushing me in that direction. So I want to I'll go out on a limb and say the flame grilled steak McCoy's crisps.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm going to have to give it to Charlotte again because she's caught my trick. It was Walker's cheese and onion multi-pack
Just
crisp.
cheese and
You
onion?
Son of a bitch.
Just cheese and onion, yeah, because you see, it was originally flavored with cheese and onion flavored salt, I guess, according
Of
to this
course.
guy,
Mm-hmm.
who doesn't fucking know what he's talking about at all. All right. Next one. Finest? Really? Worst
Crisps.
blank. Oh, I should have done all crisps. That would have been really funny
So good.
to do all crisps. Next time,
All
maybe.
crisps.
Worst blank ever. In fact, there is so little blank and nothing like the 35% set out in the ingredients list that these should be called rock pies. Rock hard,
Ooh.
tasteless pastry pies fails spectacularly in terms of meeting what is promised. The fucking disappointment, the betrayal in the tone here is so sad. Paul, any ideas?
I'm sensing it's some sort of pastry pie.
Yes.
But I mean, so it's something more specific than a
It's more specific. Well, what would go in a
pie?
Look,
pastry
even
pie.
some fucking psycho like me wouldn't make a pastry pie filled with pastry. All right, there's going to be something in the pie.
A steak and ale.
Oh, interesting. All right, Charlotte.
Before I give my answer, I do just have to say I'm having sort of like a visceral response to this review because like I even knowing the game and knowing this is from Tesco, obviously we called our bonus episodes Finest. So when I see Finest, really? Worst ever. I'm like, why did you say that? I think the Finest episodes are good. Actually, I think we put a lot of work into them.
No, we don't.
We absolutely do, Libby. So much work and effort goes into those. I think I want to say pork pie. I think it's a pork pie.
Pork pie. Interesting. I'm going to give this one to Paul because I want to. It's buttery and zesty crumble topped mince pies.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, here's the thing. Is that mince pies used to have meat in them in the sense of suet, which is a beef product, which is kind of close to steak. So it's closest to steak and ale, isn't it? I want to eat this so bad. I bet it's really good, and these people are wrong.
I can't wait to have some mince pies,
here.
honestly.
I make them every year. They're fucking good. All right.
Oh, nice.
Very chewy, very salty. I think the chicken just walked past because there's no taste of it at all. I really like that one.
Oh, wow.
Charlotte?
Well, it's chewy.
What did the chicken walk past?
What did the
oldest
chicken
joke.
walk past?
Chewy,
I mean,
salty.
we do have roast chicken flavored crisps, so it's possible, but I wouldn't expect them to be very chewy.
That would be surprising.
I don't know. I feel like it's is it like a chicken? Maybe it's something. Maybe this is like a pot noodle with like a chicken broth of some sort, and the noodles is what's very chewy. I don't know. I'm struggling with this one.
Yeah.
They are very salty. Actually, they're not salty anymore because the government made them take all the salt out of them, and it tastes like shit now. So,
The nanny state.
fucking nanny state. Yeah, exactly.
And
Paul?
of course, the chicken had to walk past on this day because they were being respectful because it was the 11th of September, as we can see.
Oh my god,
Wow.
it was.
That's true. Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget. And thank you,
chicken, for your
Thank you,
service.
Chicken.
Thank you, chicken.
Very like, what's a thing that you don't want to be chewy that is chewy? Like, it's
Great question.
like, is
Under
it
the
something that's
chicken.
supposed to sort of melt in your mouth?
Mm.
But it's chicken flavored.
Oh, it's a chicken melter, obviously.
Oh, classic. Oh, lovely chicken melter for me. Thank you.
I'm gonna say it's some kind of ice cream.
Okay, yeah, but I actually do think, like, I've had the olive oil ice cream. Chicken ice cream could maybe be good. And if we see that at Jenny's next year, I will be sending them an email saying you listened to my podcast and you stole it from Paul. I will give this one to Charlotte because it's not ice cream. It's Fridge Raiders slow roasted chicken bites. So what this person was saying was that the chicken tasted like the chicken walked past.
That is, yeah, because I really was expecting it to be a chicken flavor based on the description, but even the chicken itself did not taste of chicken. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a quality product
I
from Fridge Raiders.
I see it. I see what they mean, but I don't think the chicken will walk past the chicken. That's just my
I'm
assessment.
loving this graphic design, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love the glowing fridge that's clearly just been raided.
It is sort of...
What is a grazing pack?
Oh God, I don't know, because you would think that was antelopes or something, but what it is a packet of chicken that you're supposed to graze. Because the Fridge Raiders product I've always found a little bit disturbing, because it is just meat in a tray that you're supposed to, graze on. You're supposed to snack on it. It's snacking.
You just leave it out on the counter. You walk past it every once in a while, take a piece.
Oh, I'd love that. Some
And they're
room
good for 1+
temperature Fridge
weeks.
Raiders.
The
1+
beautiful grazing
weeks.
pack, sun shining down.
Yeah, it is sort of giving like 1930s fascist graphic design to me.
Yes.
With the fridge in the sun. Well, Charlotte wins my game. Well done, Charlotte, but valiant effort,
sorry.
Paul, someone who hasn't been to our supermarkets. So well done. Well done, everybody.
God bless us, everyone.
What a pleasure this has been. I'm going to call this this episode is Tesco tier, which, as we know in Paul's world, is right at the very top.
Is the best.
So that's the
right.
best. That's the best it can be.
Should we maybe establish a new tier as Paul's Tesco tier for something that's even better than Waitrose?
Wow, I do like this.
I think you should call it the people's tier.
Oh,
Get him off.
Wow.
Get him off.
Now I
Paul,
now I look
just for
awful
that,
now.
you can promote anything you want, but you have to do it in a British accent.
Oh dear. Well, I should like everyone within the sound of my voice to please note that on the 21st of December of this year, our Lord 2025, I shall be doing my show of variety called Varietopia at Lodge Room in Highland Park in Los Angeles, and it's going to be live streamed as well, so you needn't be in the Los Angeles area. You may be somewhere else in the world or even the universe if the aliens are listening. So please go to varietopia.com and purchase all of your tickets there.
Oh, that was so splendid, Paul. What a lovely.
That's my
voice.
kind of theatre, I think. Thank you very much. Of course, I will. Hey, I'll also just for balance, I'll also do our promotions in a British accent. We are
accent.
What's All This Pod on Blue Sky and on Instagram. If you want to support the show, it's patreon.com/What's All This Then. You can get all episodes with video, bonus episodes every Thursday, and no ads as well. And if you want to get in touch with us, it's whatsallthispost@gmail.com. Paul, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all my interrupting. My Zoom timing is off.
No, it's not you.
I'm out of Zoom practice.
No, it's not you. It's internet. It's internet's not good
I hope
enough
it's
yet.
internet.
I think it's internet. Yeah,
We do our
No,
best,
thanks
yeah.
so much, Paul. And hey,
I had a lovely time. Thank you for
thanks to
having
the
me.
theatre. Well done
Shout
to the
out.
well done to the theatre. Hey, round of applause for the theatre. Standing
Clapping at the
ovation
end.
for the
There we
theatre.
go.
Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
What's all this then? What's all this then?
What's Mr. B? What's a cup of tea? What's Mushy P?